As a guitar player, I didn't play much with the synthesizers before. At first, I started with some software synthesizers. I don't understand what the principle and logic of it. So, I believe there are many guitar players like me. When you try to create some music and when you need some synthesizer sound, you will check the preset list and try them one by one until you find the voice you maybe like it. Later, I bought some very simple analog synthesizers to play with. After that, I understood some logic of synthesizers, and I hope there would be a digital synthesizers with reliable sound and comprehensive functions when I play in some live performance or when I play with loop stations. For analog synthesizers, they are really interesting and fantastic. However, some of them is not so portable, and some of them have not so comprehensive functions. If a guitar-only player wants to get some voice from synthesizers to their music creation or practice or some live performance, what should we do? The answer is very easy. It's get a Boss SY1. No, just joke. Just joke. But many people think that SY1 is used to convert the sound of guitar into a synthesizer, but it's really a very basic use of SY1. I will explain the advanced use in future. So, the fact is that perhaps I really need a digital synthesizer with comprehensive functions, but the price should not be so costly. As a guitar player, it is not so acceptable for me to buy digital synthesizers as the price is more expensive than my guitar. Just when I didn't know how to choose one, Arturia, a brand from France, launched their new digital synthesizer, Minifreak. I bought an Arturia Minifreak Mark II last year. I had a very good impression of this brand and their product. It's really easy to use and the appearance is so brilliant. So, later, I bought a full set of musical instruments and effect plugins of Arturia, which has become a very important productivity tools for me. So, after the launch of the Minifreak, I found the price is affordable for me and the appearance is still Arturia style, so I bought it without any doubt. Although there's many people call it a hybrid synthesizer, but I prefer a digital because the sound engine or oscillator is digital, so I prefer to call it digital. And there's many people think that there's no fundamentally differences between the software and digital synthesizers, but I think that really the physical buttons and knobs will bring me something that I'm creating music, I'm really playing it. So that's my opinion. And a comprehensive functional synthesizer will save my time and I have no necessary to connect to some additional or external devices. It's good for me. Before Minifreak launched, there was a very successful product from Arturia called Microfreak. With its good sound quality, rich function, and unique appearance, Microfreak has gotten a very good feedback in the synthesizers market. Attention please, the name of it is Minifreak, but the size is not mini at all. It's not huge, but it's really big, so why Minifreak? Maybe it's a French romance. And there is one thing I must roast is that I have bought this for 1 month, nearly 1 month, and for the official website is still, the manual part and the software part is still coming soon. If I was 100% green hand, I will be freak out, not mini freak out, it's really freak out. As an upgraded version of Microfreak, Minifreak has also brought some great improvement in playing methods and functionalities. So let's check out some obvious differences. Firstly, the sound engine or oscillator and LFO have changed from 1 to 2. There are more modes to choose and using external audio is supported. Meanwhile, LFO have become easier to change or edit, and user-defined shape is allowed now. Second, the number of keys had changed from 25 to 37. At the same time, Micro used a highly recognizable PCB keyboard. Minifreak had returned to a traditional keys, which can achieve a better change in strength, at least for beginners. Meanwhile, it also have a very funny functions called aftertouch. After playing the keys in the end with the normal strength, giving additional pressure will trigger something after party. The third, the numbers of voices. Microfreak supports 4 and Minifreak supports 6, so it's easier to express richer chord informations and colors while playing. The fourth, Minifreak can add 3 different effects such as fizz, flange, and delay and reverb and so on. But Microfreak must use external effectors to obtain those effects. The fifth, Minifreak has more powerful and convenient sequencers and arpeggio functions. The next, the touchpad, or you can call it strip, had changed from 1 to 2, except the normal function, pitch bend, and modulation control. You can also customize other functions for those 2 strips. Moreover, all the functions has a progress indicators by bubbles. The seventh, a larger mode matrix due to more functional parts added, which means there are more possibility for your sound. Same as the Microfreak, there are 3 assignments in matrix part. 8th, real panel changes. Minifreak cancelled the CV gate outputs, and the MIDI adapters have been changed to a common 5 pins. Mini supports a stereo output, so there is 1 more audio output, and there is audio input for external audios, and there is an input channel for sustain pedal. In fact, the Microfreak is powerful enough, but if you are similar to previously a guitar-only player and want to add some new sound and some creative sound to your music, I prefer a Minifreak. And for the Microfreak, I think it's more like a secondary devices for experienced synthesizer player. Firstly, Minifreak is more comprehensive and powerful, which can help us to understand some sound components and structures of the whole system without additional equipment. If taking an guitar effector as an example, Minifreak is more like Boss GT1000 and Microfreak is more like Boss IR200. The second point is about playing. The PCB keyboard, I don't want to say it is terrible, but for some people like me without keyboard playing experience, it's really easy to touch another key by mistake. The third, as a guitarist, sometimes we focus more on our harmonic performance, and Minifreak supports 6 voices and has 37 keys, so it can make things better. So Minifreak is really a comprehensive functional synthesizer, and it's just a little complex in adjusting or creating some new sound, but I don't think it's as difficult as you thought. So let's try to create a sound by Minifreak.
Previously, I was a guitar-only player and I thought guitar is best in the world, so I thought there's no necessary to learn the other music. But one day when I began to create music by myself and of my own, I realized that a guitar cannot do everything, so I began to learn some new instrument, not only synthesizers. But if you are looking for a synthesizer, I hope this video could help. And this is not an advertising video, it's really bought by myself. So it's all about these videos. See you next time. Bye.